Hey y'all. Divine was giving me a message of watch what you are identifying yourself with. Okay. And I was getting the song, Baby Take Your Time, what's the rush? Am I willing on the bottom of the deck? Baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. And and also there can be some, insecurities that's coming up, or also past failures or current failures that, may be holding you back from, what you're destined to be doing. And we all have a story, we all have a past, we all have, imperfections. It depends on literally how you move with that energy and when you have that awareness. Okay. Because a lot of people, you can have the awareness of what you're doing, and you continue to do it, and not make the effort into changing those things. And that has everything to do with self. Everything to do with not facing yourself, okay? Not facing that shadow version of yourself, those darknesses that are here to, help you progress into being in the light. So, you know, the main thing centering around this message is to, what are you identifying yourself as? Sometimes we could, say, oh, say these little things as if I'm a failure, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to do that, I'm not good enough for this, I'm not good enough for that. And what you're doing is you're wiring your brain to believe that. And, that starts to showing up in your outer world. So what Spirit wants you to start doing is showing up for yourself of who you want to identify as. Who do you truly want to identify as? What do you truly, believe within yourself? And if you don't, it's time to take some time to really get to know, those versions of yourself, that light version of yourself. Who are you? All right. Let's get a card from here, Spirit, please. I'll show you. Am I in my head or in my heart? All right. Yeah, and am I on the right path? And what excuses am I making right now? All right. So take some time to ask yourself those questions. Take some time to write down these questions. All right. Go ahead and hit that save button and, come back to these questions and ask yourself, am I on the right path? Am I in my head or in my heart? All right. What excuses am I making right now? All right. Sometimes, that saying of the mind can play tricks on us, but your heart is telling you different. All right. So pay attention to the signals that your body is given. When you are telling yourself these things, do you really truly feel that? Do you really truly feel as if you are, not worthy? Do you really truly feel as if you are not capable of things? Do you really truly feel as if you're a failure? Some of us, we say these things, but you find yourself to continue to keep going. So if you continue to keep going, are you truly a failure? Because a failure, if you believe yourself that you're a failure, do you really believe that a failure will continue to keep going? No, they won't. No, they'll just sit in their failure. All right. They'll just sit in that energy, and they'll show up. So, reprogram your mind to more positive things and seeing yourself in a light. Just a second. So what fell on the floor is divine abundance. All right. You were born to align with love's will, follow the tail, and serve something beyond the ego. Okay. Learn to be abundant, not chase it. All right. Surrender. Okay. Surrender to what Spirit is showing you at this time. All right. In regards to yourself. All right. Believe that you are the abundance. Believe that and abundance is not always associated with income. All right. So, abundance is having a healthy mind, having a healthy energy. Okay. Having healthy environments. All right. So peace and love, y'all.